the Department of Interior's plan is just short of a joke. They're treating this like a wildlife refuge, and this was zoned in 1923 for the sole purpose of drilling of oil and natural gas.
The Secretary of Interior should not be able to take a half of the NPRA and put it effectively off limits.
We think this is a huge take of land.
The kind of raw, unprecedented power grabs.
The National Petroleum Reserve Alaska has always been designated as that area where we could access a resource.
It makes it very difficult for development, or at least analysis of what's there. And I think he went too far on that point.
Alaska still has this huge resource base, ton of oil up here, still, okay? Your federal government is making it much, much harder for us to develop it.
We haven't been able to get a permit, get an air permit, get a land permit. It's constant overreach by the federal government at every turn. We make 2 steps forward and the federal government comes in and we're 4 steps back.
You can put a corridor, because you want to move that oil from Chukchi into the pipeline. Well, you got to have a pipeline going through NPRA. You might have a corridor, but if it's not economically feasible because the environmental constraints are too strong, we've cut our resource off.
The Secretary has said, oh, we'll make sure that there's room for a pipeline corridor. Well, okay, maybe they will. But what will the expense of that corridor be if you've got to go way south to thread through the areas that have been taken off limits to hook back in to the top of taps? You may have a corridor, all right, but what will the expense of that pipeline be?
They're hypocrites. I mean, it just makes me mad because the U.S. government drills 137 wells in the NPRA, and then they try to withdraw acreage from our people and the companies that work here on the basis that we can't take good care of our environment when they haven't plugged and abandoned properly 137 wells that they drilled.
This is one where I just start to see red. When they came in to explore in the NPRA, and decades afterwards, these wells remain unplugged, abandoned without appropriate casing, abandoned and left, in certain instances, a mess.
I mean, here you have 137 wells sitting out there polluting the land, and Salazar coming in as a great hero saying, we're going to protect the land. Well, he hasn't done anything to even protect the land to begin with.